welcome to my channel, Living in Rio. This is Ara. I'm gonna take you for a walk on the Copacabana Promenade, accompanying the beach to give you a feel for this beautiful city, the most beautiful city in the world for some of us. And the women are not bad either here. But let's talk about the neighborhood. Copacabana is one of the most densely populated neighborhoods, if not the most densely populated in Brazil. And it can be a bit hectic, but it has everything within walking distance, so you don't need a car. And there are other neighborhoods like that in Rio, but today I'm gonna concentrate on Copacabana. Starting on the beach area, it's just after 8 a.m. in the morning. People are out already. They're doing exercise. They're already in the ocean, enjoying the beautiful autumn morning. We are in the month of May, so that's autumn here, okay? Soon it'll be winter, but sometimes the temperatures don't vary so much. This is Posto 5. The postos are used to identify your location, and they also contain bathrooms, and for a small fee the beachgoers can use the facilities here. To my right is the neighborhood. You can take any of those streets and get into the residential commercial area of Copacabana, and these are the apartments and the hotels here. Curiously, many of them don't have balconies. I always found that strange, but then I realized some of them have had balconies, but they have been converted to make more room inside. And makes sense, I guess, but for me personally, I'd rather just enjoy the balcony. This climate, I mean, you need a balcony, or if you have a house, you need a yard or garden. Plenty of people. It's Wednesday morning here. The locals get up early and come to the beach, and sometimes they have classes. Obviously you pay for them, but you can have your exercises, keep fit in this spectacular setting. Variety of exercises here, okay? A lot of different things. And obviously once you go inwards within the neighborhood, you can participate in other types of exercises as well. More like things like martial arts and so on, you don't really see on the beach. I'm sure some people might do it, but if you want a martial arts class or obviously heavy duty bodybuilding, then that's the gymnasiums in the streets, and there are plenty of them. I can smell some great food already. And I have not had my breakfast. I've had my 1 liter of water on an empty stomach, and that's what I do for years. Keeps me healthy, and when I get home I'm gonna eat something. But firstly, I need to show you a bit more of this area. Obviously in future videos I'm gonna do the streets and so on. The idea of this channel is not for tourists so much, although I'm sure tourists who are more profound in their journeys and travels will enjoy this boots on the ground view of Rio. Tourist sites are something you can Google and in 5 minutes get an idea of what's what. But this is just to get you a feel. A lot of people nowadays, especially in the northern hemisphere, think about moving to the southern hemisphere for the climate, for lower cost of living, and nowadays probably to avoid fallout from nuclear wars and things like that, to be honest. So Rio is an option, and as an Armenian who lives here, I'm really fallen in love with this city. My wife is Brazilian, and that helps. And let me show you, they play volleyball here. Right now I think the classes, they have an interval, or maybe the class is over. So, plenty of things to do here. Day-to-day living, interesting. Brazilians, the cariocas, the people from Rio, they love their exercise, they love their nightlife. They're very relaxed. They don't get upset over silly things. Maybe football, but that's another story. Here, there's another class here, I believe, and there's a racquetball with a net, volleyball style net. So if you are an early bird and you like your exercise, Copacabana is a great place to live. And this is the bicycle lane, although a lot of people are jogging on it now. These bicycle lanes, usually they exist throughout Rio, especially on the beaches or by the promenades. Great way to get around and enjoy the weather. And of course, Copacabana, the neighborhood, is located in the southern region of Rio de Janeiro's southern zone, Zona Sur, which is home to some of the best residential areas in Rio. Right now we're walking towards the end of the promenade. A right turn from there will take us to Ipanema, which for me is the best neighborhood on this planet. But that's going to be on another video. I want to dissect Copacabana for you first because there's a lot to it. And I'm going to do that in other videos as well. Today I just want to give you an idea of the early morning activity. Well, not so early, but still you get an idea. 8 o'clock in the morning. From 7 o'clock in the morning there are people already doing exercises and so on. Once it gets a bit warmer, they enter the sea as well. And there are still people setting up their stand and their businesses. By the way, that outstanding piece of land there is called Forte de Copacabana. That's a military base. Forte de Copacabana in English will be Fortress of Copacabana. It's a military base, and it's open to the public with a small entry fee, of course. And then once you get in there, there are a couple of nice cafe restaurants, and you can sit there, have your coffee, have a nice meal, and enjoy the spectacular views. There's a military museum there as well, but I believe most people go there just for the views. Okay, and I'm talking about not just tourists but locals. Yeah, I'm more and more concerned with the locals, what they do, how they live. And the sea on this side of the Copacabana is more calm, more swim friendly. Usually the southern beaches in Rio, they are quite, the water is not easy water to navigate if you're swimming. There are days that are better, there are parts of the beach that are better, but in general it's not like that pond feeling. It's something happening. And they put the red flags up when the waters are dangerous, so you know, although I have swum with the red flags up, but I'm crazy that way. I'm not recommending it. I always say when you get into waters like that and the waves hit you and you're all over the place, it's like going a few rounds with Mike Tyson. But yeah, no need to risk it unless you're crazy like me, and just enjoy life. People enjoy life. They're very over here in Rio de Janeiro, they're very easygoing of all matters regarding the flesh. The lifestyle is very pleasure oriented. So if you're visiting, I would say let your hair down and relax and enjoy it. Nobody judges you, and just enjoy life. That's Rio. That's one of the great attractions of Rio for me. because you relax and have fun. We're approaching the fort. As I said, I will be doing Ipanema another video. By the way, this channel at this point in time is quite new, so please give me a thumbs up, subscription is free, and let me give you my own boots on the ground tour of Rio. And if you have any questions and you want to know about certain aspects of Rio, let me know, and I will try to make a video about it, or even answer your comment. It's catchy when you see people just enjoying life. I know a few non-Brazilians who live here, and they enjoy life to the full. It's amazing, some of these people, they don't stop. There's a lot to do in Rio, in the day, lunchtime, and at night. Check that view out. The view is even better from the military base, Forte de Copacabana. There's a statue. You see some of these statues all over town of famous people, mostly musicians. There's the police doing their job. That's good to see. See, beautiful apartment complex with balconies. But further away from there, I've been to an apartment building. It had the apartment that I saw was on a high floor. It had two balconies, one facing Ipanema Beach, the other one Copacabana. It was unreal, spectacular. And right now, oh, by the way, if you're a fish eater, what the cariocas do, they come here in the morning. My wife does it. I'm more of a meat eater, and she buys her fresh fish here, brought in by the fishermen. This in a city of 13 million plus people, you get options like this. And of course, Copacabana has at least two farmers markets as well, where you can go and buy fresh produce, including meat and fish and chicken as well. This is another fish place. And I must say, right now I'm gonna take you to the entrance of the fort, the military base, and we're gonna see the entry. There it is. Oop, I tripped. That's Museo Histórico de Exército, which is historic museum of the armed forces, the army. And underneath is the name, Forte de Copacabana, the fortress of Copacabana. There's another view of those apartments there. And this way, this is the right turn. It takes us to Ipanema. That will be another video, because that's another area that has to be dissected, because those who are thinking about moving to Rio or something like that, or even for a short term, if they can afford to, that's a fantastic place to live. Wait till I show you Ipanema. But me, myself, I'm pretty happy with Copacabana, because it has a lot of things to offer, and it's close to Ipanema, so one can take a walk there. And I must say something, it's a personal feeling of mine. Make sure the police car doesn't run me over. And this feeling is sometimes when you're on the beach, actually on the beach, close to the sea, the ocean, all that energy, all that view, the mountains, the islands, and you're sitting there, your back towards the city, basically. You're sitting with your back towards the buildings and so on. you kind of get lost. It's almost like a meditation, and it's just like you're not in the city anymore, and it's very good. That's a blessing to have. And in general, I feel blessed that I live here, and I'm sure a lot of people do as well. Even people born here, I know some of them, they relish their lives here. Okay, so anyway, this is for now. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I will leave you with this fantastic view, classic view of Rio de Janeiro, but from the Copacabana beach. See you in the next video.